Okay. Right. In the today's class, we'll be discussing about some important concepts. So those concepts are related to filters in the Power Query. Okay, this is a new topic that we will be discussing about the filters in Power Query. So let me open the notepad this and I will explain you what are the topics. So yesterday we have discussed about the topics related to these data types. Okay, what are the different type of the data types we have. So similarly, I will open the notepad. Yeah. Let us discuss about filters.
Sir,
Yeah.
screen not screen not show, sir.
Aha, screen is not shared. Okay, sorry. Yes, sorry, I forgot to share the screen.
Okay, sir.
Right. Yeah. In the today's topic, we will be discussing about filters in Power Query. So is my screen is visible now? Hope my screen is visible, right? Hello?
I
Yeah. Okay.
visible, sir.
Okay. So there are three types of filters in Power Query. First one we call it as text filters. Second one we call it as number filters. Third one we call it as date filters. So these are the three types of the filters are present in Power Query. So first in the today's class, let us discuss about text and number filters. And after that, we'll be moving to what are the date filters. Okay. So when you ask about the filters in Power Query, so let us open this our Power BI desktop. So what we have downloaded. Now, this is a Power BI desktop. If you want, right now we are applying the filters on Power Query, right? So from Power BI desktop, if you want to move Power Query, what you will do? Just you click on these three dots and go to transform data. Once you go to the transform data, this Power Query interface, you will be able to see the Power Query interface. Now, I made some transformation in the order source table. So I want to remove all these transformations that we have done yesterday. Okay. This first four will be default one. Don't remove this automatically. This is called source. Like that Power Query recognize from where it is coming, what is the sheet it is doing, what are the promoter headers, what is the data type. So these four will be common. And don't delete these steps. Okay. Now let us understand the filters in Power Query. So first I told text filters. What is meant by text filters? When you apply the filters on any text, okay, when you apply the filters on any text, we call it as text filters. Okay, any text column, if you apply any filters, then we call it as text filters. Suppose we have the different columns. In this column, what I will do, I will go to some state, okay, region, country, product, sales. So I want to go to see if I want to go to this state column. If it is dragging, it is taking a lot of time. So what I have what I've told, like in this choose column, there is an option called as go to column. The go to column, if you go directly to the state, okay, see this is a state. Then my cursor, it will be state and click on enter. So you will be directly going to the this column, the state column. Okay. Now let us see about the state filters. That means text filters. So if you want to open what type of the filters are there, just you need to click on this option called as filter. Then automatically, as the data inside this state, these are letters, characters, automatically which filter is enabled, this text filter will appear. Okay. But when you look at another one, suppose if it has numbers, this row ID is 1, 2, 3, these are numbers, right? When you apply, when you click on this filter, it will show what type of filters, number filters. Okay, as data is stored inside the numbers, so it will be popping up. You will able to see the number filters. Now let us go to third one. We have said like date filters, right? Go and click on the ship date. We have date column. See ship date. See date filters. Once you click on date, you will have the date filters. So these are the three types of the filters that we will be studying in this Power Query. So first, let us start with the text filters. So in order to start with the text filter, I will start with this. Let me expand this, that it will be, the rows will be visible. The state filter. See, we have different type of the text filters we have. So we have the different states, Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California. But now I want to select only the letters which are start with A. Suppose I want to select Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas. So these are the filters I want to select. So when you click on OK, only that states will be appear. See, when I open here, what type of field? This are the ticked one, Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas. So as you have only few columns, like few states, you can able to select manually. Suppose in as these are alphabetic order, A you have selected, but you can, your client may ask Alabama, you may ask some state which starts with a New York, think that it may be presented very down. So it the manually you need to select, right? So it will take a lot of time. So you need to come here and click on this New York, you need to select and click on OK. The four states will be selected, Alabama, New York, and these four states. So at that point of time, if I want to select it manually, so it will take a lot of time. That's why we will be use an option called as text filter. Okay. Once you have applied the filters, those data will also only appear over here, New York, Arizona. Now, how to remove that filters? Suppose you have applied the filters, you want to remove the filters, you need to click on here and clear filter. So your filters will be removed, right? Now again, you apply the filters over here. Okay. See, you need to open the text filter. So these are the options. So manually anyone can select, but the text filter you need to apply and you need to study about all these options. So text filter, first we will be studying about equals to. When you click on equals to, so this button will be open like this spot equals to. Now it will ask you to enter or select a value. You can enter the direct state name like California or New York, or you can directly set, you can select it from the drop down. So I am selecting from the drop down. So I want to select California region. Select California state. So filter state equals to California. Okay. Now click on OK. See, you will get only state equal to California. All the values are related to the California. See, when you look at this, California. Okay, right. Now, if you want to see the filters like clear filters, you can apply the clear filters. Okay. Now my requirement is I will click on. So if you want to save any transformation, see from Power Query, if you want to go to the Power BI desktop, if you want to make any save transformation, just first you need to click on close and apply. You will come here. Okay. Right. This is a step you should not forget. From here, if you want to go to the Power Query, you need to click on three dots and click on the transform data and you will come to this page. Okay. Right. That is a common step. Now let us go to the same state column over here. So if you want to go to the state column, I will go to this choose column, go to column, click on the state, you will be moving to and click on enter. See, you will move to the state column like this. Okay. Now filter out text filter equals to. So when you apply the filter, there will be two types of filters are there. Basic filter and advanced filter. And first you need to understand what is basic filter and what is advanced filter. With the help of the basic filter, you can apply the filter on only two attributes. If you want to apply the filter on two attributes, those are called as basic filters. Okay. When you, when you click, if you want to, with the basic filter, you can apply the filters on two. Only at a time, you can apply the filters on only two attributes. But when you click on advanced attributes, see add class like this, you can apply 5 or 10 type of different ways types of filters that you can apply. That is called as advanced filter. Okay, let us first see the basic filter and move to the advanced filter. Now I want to select the state is equal to California and I want to also select state equals to and state equals to I want to select Alabama. Now you may think that if you select I will select on OK, I will get the state of California where the state is and Alabama. Because I filter state is equal to California and the state is equal to Alabama. If I click on OK, you might expect that I will get the filtered rows. It contains California, Alabama. But when I click on OK, I will see the empty values. See the table is empty. You might be thinking that you have applied the wrong filters, but see how this is a common mistake that anyone can make while working on the filters. Now, if you want to see what type of the filters on that, don't go and remove the filters. See, you can go to the apply steps and you can come here, gear icon. This is in the filtered rows. For every transformation in the applied step, one step is created, right? So if you want to see these steps, just you click on this filtered rows. See, state. Now, state equal to California. You have selected called as option called as a operator and. So what is and? And means and will be this operator you should use. This will function when it will satisfy the two conditions. When the two conditions are satisfied only, this and command will execute the result. See, state equal to California and state equal to Alabama. Whether will a state will have two names. Either state will have California or the state name is Alabama, then it will able to filter. But you are giving the input as filter out state equal to California and state equal to Alabama. A single state will not have two names. That's why you are not getting the wrong. You are getting the empty values. It will go and fetch the state equal to California, Alabama. Then it will try to say, it has states equal either California or Alabama is there, but state is equal to California and Alabama is not there. That's why it is going to the empty values. Now, if you select R, when we use or, if any one of the conditions satisfies, it will execute the result. That means it will go state equal to California. Okay, if it is found, it will filter out. Then again, it will go to or. We are not saying and or. State equal to Alabama. It will go and fetch that column. If Alabama is there, it will filter out. And if it is not there, it will not filter out. So if any one condition satisfies, then this or command will execute the result. But if you want to use and, the condition state equal to California, state equal to both conditions should satisfy. Okay. Now click on OK. Now you see you will get the California and Alabama. But previously, why we have got some people, 90% of the people will select filter of state equal to California. They will select and they will try to see the filters. They will thinking my filters are not working properly. You should not use and, you should use or. See, if you want to go to the filters, don't delete, come to this gear icon. The gear icon, you need to select or, then click on OK. Now you will get the state is equal to California and state is equal to Alabama. Okay. Now let us, now this with the basic filters, you apply the filters on only two states. Now your client may ask, I want to filter out California, Alabama, New York, three at a time. So in order to apply the many filters, more than one filters, you need to go to the advanced filter. See, this is the advanced. Now filter state equals to California, fine. Or state equals to Alabama, fine. And if you want to get New York also, you need to add the class. State equals to, I want the state is equal to something Florida. Okay. Now I will right click on OK. Still I will not get the results. See, I will get the only few results. If I click on OK, I will not get like that. See what type of the states I got. I got only California. But I have selected C. I have selected state is equal to California, Alabama, Florida, but I got only California. Why? See, here also you need to don't select and again you need to select here also or. Filter out state is equal to California, state equal to Alabama, state equal to Florida. Now click on OK. Now see, state equal to Alabama, state equal to California, state equal to Florida. Like that. Again, in this also people will be confused if they ask filter out state equal to California, Alabama. If you select like this and if you select this and again, so single state will cannot have California, Alabama, and Florida. When you try to execute the result, you will get the blank values. Okay. But instead of if you want to get the multiple states, after selecting this also, you need to select or, you need to select or. So it will filter, it will go and state equals to California. It will filter out California. Or again check state is equal to Alabama. It will filter. Or state is equal to Florida. Like that, if you can give multiple classes. I am giving three. You can give three or four more classes. Okay. Then you can try to click on OK. You will try to get that state. And if you want to see, you need to come back and you need to check on the filter and you say Alabama, California, and Florida like this. Okay. So this is how you will need to check the data. Now, if you want to clear the filters, you can apply the clear filters over here, or you can come over here and you can remove the filters. Okay. Now, so I'm applying clear filters. So if you want to remove the filters, you can click on clear. Now in the test filters only, let us study, we study about equals to. Now I will explain does not equals to. Okay. Now filter out the state does not equals to, I will say California, as suppose Alabama. If I select Alabama does not equals to Alabama, or I want to filter out the state does not equals to Alabama and Arizona. I don't want Alabama and Arizona states in the data, but I want all the states data. That is my requirement. I don't want Alabama. I don't want Arizona. Now you click on OK. See here, when I open, you will not get Alabama, the filters. Let me check over here. Okay. Filter out the state. Does not equals to Alabama. Does not equal to Arizona. But let us see here. Yeah. When you look at C here, it is starting. I will set in alphabetic order. Okay. Sort ascending. Order source. And Alabama and Arizona filter out. So let me remove this filter loads. Suppose test filter does not equals to, suppose Alabama. I am selecting does not equals to Alabama. So except Alabama, I should get all the states. Okay, right. So I should not get Alabama over here. See, Alabama is missing, and remaining all states you are getting. Okay. So it has not refreshed properly. That's why you're not see the state except Alabama. You will not able to see the Alabama over here. So how you can confirm? So when you look at the selection except Alabama, you are getting all the states. Okay, like that. Now I will go to the filters. It does not equals to. I will select California. I want to filter out all the states, but except California. Click on OK. See, when you come here and see here, you will not see the California. See, Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, everything is there, but this is unselected. That means you will not able to find the California. So if you want to exclude any one state, you don't want that in the data, you should select does not equals to. Okay, that is the thing. Now let us come to here. In third one begins with. Okay, begins with. I want to filter out the states which are begins with the letter A, okay, or begins with the letter C. I want to filter out the states which begins with letter C, and I don't want any other state. So in that condition, begins with option you need to select and click on OK. So I will get the states which will letter with the begins with only C. What are the states we will see? See, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Connecticut, California, Colorado. These are the states that are begins with the letter C. Okay, that is the use of begins. Now you can filter out the state instead of begins with does not begins with. I will select does not begins with C. What happens? If you select the state does not begins with C, except California, Colorado, Connecticut, all the states will appear. But in the data, because does not begins with C means Colorado, okay, California, Connecticut, these are begin with the letter C. Except these, all the states you will present in the data because you are selecting does not begins with. You can see here in the data, Arizona it is there, but what is missing? You will not see the California. See anywhere California is there. See immediately after A you will see the D, but C option is missing. California, Connecticut. Okay, those are the options which are missing. Okay, Colorado, Connecticut this. Because we are selected does not begins with, right, does not. Now there is an option ends with. I want to filter out the states with the ends with the letter A. Okay, A. California, like A, in the last letter should be A. Okay, District of Columbia, last letter. Then it will give Arizona, A is the last letter. So it will filter out the states where the last letter will be A. See, when you see out the state, California A, Florida last letter A, California last, just look at the last letter in this all these states, Alabama, Arizona, District of Columbia last A, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Louisiana. So it is filtering the where the last Virginia, South Carolina, last letter you see, it is ending with the letter A. So if you want to filter out the states where the last letter is A or any letter, if you mention hard code, those states only will appear in the output. Okay, like this. Ends with. Okay. Equals to does not equals to begins does not begins with ends with does not ends. Next, it will ends. Filter out the state that. Then now you can see contains. I want to filter out the states which contain ln. Some name I want ln. Suppose I want to see if now we are appearing, we are looking on the states. Okay, so let us apply the filter on some another column. Okay, not only see, I will remove the filters over here, clear filter. Now let us go to another column. Let us go to row ID, ship ID, customer name column. Okay, let us apply some filters over here also. Hmm. So test filter, I'm applying test filter. Okay, contains, I am coming here. Or where we have seen equal, does not equal, so begins with, end with, does not ends with. If you want to filter out the state that does not ends with A, click on OK. So all the state which these states will not contain the last letter as A. Or this customer name. See, last letter will be something except A, something it will be there. E, T, I, S, Z. Because I am filtering the names where the last letter should not be A. Okay, like this. So if I want to filter out the customer names which are ending with A, suppose. See, this whatever the names you see, last letter of the name, see, Alex Alvia, A will be there. Larenia, Daddy, Georgia, Dog Georgia, Joe, like this, A will be there. Those are called filters. Now, contains, it is very important that contains. I want to filter out the state name which contain Allen. Some name might be contain Allen. Okay, like this. So I want to filter that names which contain Allen. Click on OK. See, there will be few persons. See, Allen. I have hard coded the Allen. That Allen may be present starting, middle, at the end, at any point of the time in at any particular name where the Allen what is there, those name will be filled. See, Allen Arnold, Allen Goldenman, Allen Roosevelt, Allen Rosenblatt, Andrew Allen. So here Allen for first three names, Allen is present at first. Andrew Allen, Allen is present at the last. So wherever I will use a contain, wherever the letter which in that particular word it contains, Allen, it will filter out. Right? Like that. So I want to filter out the words now does not contain Allen. So you will not find this name, Allen Roosevelt, like this. Does not. Does, see, wherever Allen it is not there. It is starting with C, but Adam it is there, but Allen is missing. See, AL only because AL. See, up to here, but I filtered out does not contains Allen, right? I want to filter out the names. So all the names you will get, but the names which contain Allen you will not get because I want to filter out the name does not contain Allens. All the names which does not contain Allens will appear. Okay, so that is called as does not contain. So in these different ways you can filter the data. They will ask what are the different type of the options in way we have applied the test filters means you need to say this option equals, does not equals to, begins, does not begins with, ends with, does not ends with, contains, does not contain. Okay. So you filter out, you can contain. So California, NIA like this. New, like if I want to filter out the states which contain the word NIA, so we will get C. Sonia, names, I am saying names. Sonia, Stefania, NIA, Stefania. Like this, for all these names, somewhere you will get NIAs. Hania, Lonia, Sonia, NIA. This Sonia, Stefania, NIA. Like this, it is up to you how cleverly you will use the options. Okay, that is called as text filters, and you can apply basic filters and advanced filters also. What is meant by basic filters? If you want to filter out one or two attributes, only two, then you can go for basic filter. If you want to apply the filters on more than two, then you go for advanced filter. Okay, when we use and will be command will be executed correctly when the two conditions will satisfy. What is the advantage of using or? If any one of the conditions satisfies, you will get the final output. So that's why we while selecting the while if you want a multiple attribute results, whether you select the or. Okay, so that is called as text filters. Now I will remove the text filters over here. How to remove the filters? You can click the clear filters. Okay, right. Now let us go to the number filters. Filters in the Power Query. Let me study about the number filters. So in the number filters, in order to get on the number filters, so I will try to load the another data. So instead of order table, I will get to the new source. Okay, in the Excel work. If we have My department data it is there. Here we don't have. Somewhere I have saved the data. No problem. That's it. Yeah, employee department data. See, I have employee names, employee data. I have this department data. I have manager data. Okay, I want to save this file. So I will try to save this file in particular desktop. In desktop EMP department. I'm saving this. I'm moving to desktop. Now what I will do, I want to connect with that file. That is my requirement. Yes, I will close this file and I want to connect to that file. So new source, Excel workbook. So where I stored in the desktop, right? The employee underscore department. I want to load this data. Open. So it is loading. So out of this, I want department and employee. These two only enough for me. So whatever the data I want, this tables I will select. See, there we have seen as a sheets, right? I have said that sheet will be appear as a tables. You can select the department manager also. You will set not a problem. You will select all and click on OK. Now once you click on OK, see those columns, those tables will be appear over here. So this is we have discussed. This is called query section. This is called as query setting pane. The central one we call results pane. The formula, this is called as formula pane. And the top one we call it as ribbon pane, and that is called as Power Query ribbon. Okay. So those are the okay, one second. Yeah, department I have loaded, employment manager. Okay, done. So this is done. Now what I will do, I will apply the filters on here. Yeah, let me look the employees. See. So employee, we have the different department, right? Right. So if I want to filter, we have the different departments. In this, I want to have I want to filter out the department at 10. Just you click on 10. Okay. So you will get the employee name. See, this is the employee number. These are the employee name. What is the job? Who is his manager? When they hired? What is the salary? What is the commission? What is the department number? So department number 10. The person have the department number 10. You got. So if you want manually, you can do. If I want to filter department 20, you can select the 20. So like this, you can able to apply the filters. Clear. Now go and click on this number filters. So these are the direct manual, but 10, 20, 30 is there. Assume there are 80 departments. So we cannot say in 1, 2, 3, 4 department 80. You can, if you select manual, it will take a lot of time. That's why we'll use this number filter option. Number filter equals to. So I want to filter out that way the department number equals to 10. I want the departments equal to 10 and department number is equal to 20. If you select and you need to again while selecting the some people will select here 10, they'll select online if they are getting the results. But equals to 10 again you need to come here. You need to also select equals to 20. See if I click on OK, again I will get the empty values. Why? Reason being I have selected and. A single department will not have 10 and 20. Either you have department number 10 or either you have department number 20. That's why if you select R instead of selecting department number 10 or 20, you will get the value. Now let us go to filter, number filters does not equals to. Filter out the does not equals to 10. Click on OK. Then you will get filters equal to does not equal, does not equal to 10 means except 10 you will get other filters. Now filter out the state does not equal to 10. You can filter out the state greater than. So here instead of the greater than or less than, I will use in department number you have only few columns. I will go to the salary column. Then it will become very easy for you to understand the things. So I will go to the number filters. So there are different salaries are there. I want to filter out salary is equal to 800. The person who has salary 800, click on OK. So that person, this Smith, who is having the salary 800, that is filtered. That you know already. Does not equals to 800 mean except that person Smith, you will get all other person 800. That 800 will be not there, and except that Smith, so remaining person 800. See, you will get in the 800. It is not tick. That is does not equals to. So that is not a big thing. Now let us see here. There is an option called as equals to does not equal, then greater than. So I want to filter out the persons who are having salary greater than 1500. Then what is you will get? All the persons who are having salary greater than 1500 you will get. It should be greater than 1500. Click on OK. You look at all the salaries. 15, it is 1600 to 9. These are greater than 1500. So there you will use greater than. Now if you use greater than or equal to, that means you will get 1500 and above 1500. Both you will get. See, the person who is having salary 1500. If you want to move it, make it ascending, you can do it. It's not a problem. See, the person who is having 1500 you will get, and above 1500 also you will get. The reason being, what you have done, you have selected the greater than or equal to 1500. Okay. So if you want to remove the sort, you can filter the sort. That is not. Now filter greater than or equal to is there. Less than. I want to filter out the state less than or equal to 1500. Less than 1500 means it should be less than 1500. See, 800, 1250, 1250, 11, these are less than 1500. These are the persons who are having salary less than 1500. Now you go to the again filters, you will apply the filters less than 1500. Instead of this, less than or equal to 1500, you will select. So you will get the person who are having the salary 1500 and the person who are having less than 1500, you will get 1500 and less. See, the person is having salary 1500, you will get. And others 1250, 1100, 950. These are less than 1500 you will get. Because you have selected, what are the option you have selected? Less than or equal to. So these are the different ways you can apply the filters. Equals to, does not equals to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. This is a basic, right? So if you want to remove the filters, okay, remove filters. Now you can apply the filters. Again, if you want to go to the number filters, you can apply equals. So go to advanced. You can apply. I want to apply the salary. I want to filter out the salary equal to 1000. That person is having 800. Or I want to filter out the salary equals to 800. I want to filter out the salary equal to 950 person who is having 950. Add. Again, you need to select here or. You should be very careful. Or salary equals to. So you will get the person having 800, 950. 800, 1100, 950. Like that, you will get the multiple filters. Okay, na? Right. Now, this is the way where you can apply the multiple filters. But here also, if you select here where salary, some people will select and like filter out salary equal to 800 and salary equal to 950 and salary. If you click on OK, again you will get empty value. The reason being a single person cannot have salary 800, 950. Either you will have 800, 950, single salary. What is your salary means? You will say 1,50,000 or 80,000, 40,000, 50. They will have a single value. But you cannot have, single person will have, may not have salary 800, 950, 1100. So if you use and, it should satisfy all the conditions. But instead of if you select or, filter out salary equal 800, 800 salaries you will come. Filter out call 950, the person who are having the 950 salaries will come. Salary equal 1100, the person who are selling 900 you will come. Click on OK, you will get the values. Okay, that is called as the number filters. So these are the different ways you can apply the filters. Okay. Now there is a one typical question they will ask in the interview. So what is the advantage of the filters? Why you are applying the filters in the data? That is very important. I have seen a lot of filters you are applying. What is the advantage? So when you apply the filters on the data, suppose you are thinking that you are, let us go to the order source only. So suppose you are building a report for suppose you are area sales manager for a particular region. So my region is suppose I am working for the south. I am the region manager of the central. So I want to create the report on only central region. I am not bothered about how east people are performing, how west is performing. My region is central. So if I want to create a, my client is asking like my boss, national manager. National manager means he is worried about all the regions. But I am a central region. He asked to give the Power BI report for the central region. So I will apply the filters and I will click on the central and I will try to filter here and I will try to click on close and apply. And now I will build the filter related to this report. I will build the report related to the central region only and I will share it to the main. See, if I select the central, my values is coming 501,000 only. If I select all the regions, it is going to 2.3 million. So I will write, I will build the visuals and all the visuals which are appearing over here. If I select the data, see if I select some table chart over here. Okay. If I select the region and if I select the sale, see central sales only I are getting. Why I am getting central sales here while giving the visuals backend in the Power Query, I have applied the filter where region is equal to central. So by doing this filters, what happened? The data burden will be decreased. Okay, when you go from here, when you look at see if you want to go to Power Query, how you will go? Click on three dots, go to transform data, click on this transform data, you will go. So think that when you apply the filters in this particular region, so if it contains 1 lakh rows, if the region central if central consists of only sub 20 or 25,000, so your data is filtered, then yeah, the report burden will be decreased. The burden, the data burden on the report will be decreased. So thereby, when you try to refresh your report, like when you try to refresh, your report will be refreshed faster because you have applied the filter that you have removed the data another. So the report performance will be improved when you apply the filters. You are working on a central and unnecessary you are loading all the data for all other regions. So instead I am applying the filters, I am creating the report. So if I click on close and apply, instead of all the regions, if this is there, if I click on the refresh, it will refresh will take the faster. The refresh it will take faster. The reason being all other regions are filtered and only central is remain. Okay. So that's why in order to improve your report performance, in order to decrease the data burden, if the data is not necessary, applying the filter concept is very important. And one more thing, you can apply the filter on this. If you select any region, if I select this visual, so you can apply the filters on here also. Right now, regions we have selected only central. So if I select, if I remove the filters, okay. So if I go to the text filter and the transform data, suppose I will remove the filters over here. So where I have applied the filter region, right? How you can go to the region column? You can use this. choose the column, go to column, the click. If you want to sort it alphabetic, sort alphabetic. See this name. Go to alphabet R here. Click on the region. Click on OK. You will go to the region. Here you have applied the central. You remove the filters. So I have removed the filters, right? After removing the filters, I want to save this transformation. How you can save the transformation? You take click on close and apply. Now you will come and see here. See region wise sales, all regions are appearing. So if your central manager is asking for the filters, so if you create a table chart for all the regions, and again you come to if you're asking manager, hey, why you are showing all this, I want to central. So you can come to the report view and you can select the central. The central will appear. But now my simple question is, applying the filter at Power Query level, you can apply the filters, or you can apply at Power BI also. In this also you can apply the filter. So what is the best method? Where if you apply the filters at Power Query level, it is better, or you apply the filter at in this Power View level is the Power View means reports. Here is better. My answer is applying the filters at Power Query level is better because there you are data filtering there only. But here what happens? Entire data is loaded. The data is loaded, all regions data is loaded, and data burden is already increased. And now you are coming and applying the filter west or south here because already the data, the unnecessary data of central east is there, but you are not selected. So better if you want to see apply the filters if there is a chance to apply at there. It is mandatory that you are working for only west region. Try to apply the filter at Power Query there only. Okay, but in future it is thinking that you may use the data of southeast, then you can apply. You will not apply the filters because if you are a national manager, you will be worried about central east. In that case, you need to enter the low data. You not apply the filters, and if you want to apply the filters, you can apply here. So they will ask. You can apply the filters at Power Query level and Power View level. Applying the filter at which level will be better? You will say applying the filter at Power Query level is better because the data burden will be decreased. Only less amount of the data is loaded, and when you refresh the report performance will be improved. Okay, so that is called as filters in Power Query. So we have the date filters are also there, but the date filters will take a lot of time. It will take, we need to, there are many options which are there in the date filter. If you want to, so this is a Power BI stuff. From here, if you want to go to Power Query, where click on the three dots, click on the transfer. See in the date filters, if I go to the date, this is order date. There are number of the filters will be there. The date filter. So this will take one class is equals to before, does not equals to between next, earliest is not list early year. So this Power BI is Power Query. Why I am saying the Power Query is efficiency? See what is that sales which are happen in the this hour, last minute sales also what has happened. This minute, how much sales are happened when you connect to the data, very less data. What is that sales which are happened in the last minutes also you can filter. Suppose if you are working on some Amazon like any, they will giving the offer for 1 hour. So they want to see in the last hour how many products. Suppose they will give an offer online. If you book from product 8 to 9, you will get 50% discount. And they want to see the sales in the last hour how much sales have happened. Within this hour how much sales are happened. Which in the last minute, this minute, okay, within this particular minute how much, that type of minute level of the filters you can apply by using the Power Query that you will be discussing in the tomorrow class. Okay, right. Right. Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear? Any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, yeah. I will share the yesterday recording and today recording so that from tomorrow the classes will be on the same timing. Okay. So I'm going to my native town tomorrow. So I will inform you whether we have the class on tomorrow or not. So I will inform by evening. Okay. Otherwise, we'll Saturday, Sunday we'll don't have will not have any class. Again, we'll start the class on Monday. And if I'm able to take the tomorrow, that I will update on it, update about the class in the tomorrow by today evening. Okay. Thank you.